What's up, everybody? Sunday morning, man. It's been a while. Like, usually don't do these on Sunday morning, but I'm like, you know what? It was Thanksgiving. I'm feeling good. I got the Win Daily Fit going on. I got the Art History 101 Philly John shirt on. Man, listen, I am feeling good right now. And I got the plus money prop train running NFL plus money props. But just remember, before let's take care of some business. Number one, you need to be following at windailysports.com. Windailysports.com at windailysports on all sorts of formats. Make sure you're liking the videos. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following us on TikTok. Me and Gleck, man. Me and Gleck holding it down on TikTok, bro. Like seriously, like two old dudes are locking it down on TikTok, man. It's been a lot of fun. So make sure you're following us right there as well. Make sure you're getting your first free week, man. Free week of gold. You see it right there. It's $5.99 a week, but you get free the first week of everything we have: projection models, optimizers, tools. Okay. And listen, I ain't gonna bullshit you here. I ain't talking about people. Oh, we won $30,000 and $50,000. Listen, yeah, we do that sometimes, but the best part is we double up. Right? It's not always about the huge wins. It's about the consistent wins. And we have people in our Discord room that you're gonna have to follow for free. Okay, I'm gonna put the link up on the screen in a minute that are consistently hitting doubling their money. Who cares they bet $2? They won four every single night. 4 out of 7 is $28 for $6. You're still plus money. See, Jigsaw is a plus money. Obviously, Tony Jigsaw Cotillo here with your plus money trade. My man Rich says, nice shirt. Yeah. Yo, Rich, look, I got to pull the microphone. I love this shirt, bro. This is like my favorite. My man JR History 101. Check him out, man. He's always, yeah. But listen, consistency is key. Consistency is key, right? I'm putting comments right here so everybody knows where to go to get this consistency. Okay. So, number one, before we get to this plus money train, because this plus money train has been fun. Okay. Everybody got to do a little something different, right? Every now and then you got to do a little something different. Okay. You can't just do the same old stuff. Okay. You can't do the same old stuff. So right here, this is where you want to go. It's the free Discord room. This is right here. You copy it and highlight that link. Boom, sends you right to the free Discord, and then you can follow any room that you want. But just make sure you also follow the final judgment room because that's where the plus money prop train comes from. Okay, not everybody does plus money. I just do plus money. That's it. I look for the plus money values on the slate, and I got some great plus money values as well coming up. And make sure right here again this is the most important thing as well. You want to make sure you get your first free week right here. This is the reference code. Put this in. Code word win big at the end. See that? Win big. So you put the code in at the end when you sign up, and you're good to go. So let's get into this plus money trade. A lot of interesting games today, man. A lot of interesting games. Obviously, I'm a Philly guy, so I can't wait for Sunday Night Football. Okay, and I know everybody's been crying about Aaron Rodgers and he's got the broken thumb. Okay, Aaron, I get it. It's okay. I know you know you're doing hardcore. You're playing through it. Much props, but you got to come to Philadelphia. Okay, we got to play against Philadelphia, and at the end of the day, okay, it's going to be an interesting game. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be, as drop down, locked over as everybody thinks. Okay, I know everybody in Philadelphia just wants to say, hey, it's Sunday night. It's in Philly. It's going to be wild. Listen, let me just tell you something. Philadelphia. Okay, I know. Listen, I know Bills Mafia. Okay, it reigns supreme. I get it, but here in Philadelphia, we've been tailgating since yesterday. Okay, probably Friday. Cats left their job on Friday, left early on Friday to go down to J Lot and G Lot and H Lot. They've been down there all the time, man, all the time. My man Joe checking in says, "Does the Eagles offense wake up after sleeping for 2 weeks?" Well, I will tell you this, Joe. I have no plus money props right now for the Eagles. That will come later, so we'll see. But I do think it does. I do think it does. I got a really good feeling about this game. Don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I really like finally, that last drive. I said this before I get to the plus money props. I will say this before. Don't make quarterbacks into somebody they're not. Okay, don't make quarterbacks into somebody they're not. And that's what Eberflus did with Justin Fields in the beginning of the year. It didn't work out. Then he finally allowed him to be Justin Fields. And I know he's injured right now, but it worked out. Okay. Jalen Hurts, he was so good because of his legs, that extra element to keep that defense off their game. And then they want to turn him into a complete pocket passer. Not saying Jalen can't do it, but Jalen's skill set is his mobility in and out of the pocket, up and back in the pocket, and creating havoc. So continue to let him do that. You saw that in the last few, I'd say in the third quarter, it started, it continued to the end of the game. And I think that's why this week, Philadelphia Eagles defense, our offense will be rolling. So let's get to some plus money props here. And make sure you keep it locked in right here, okay, on Win Daily Sports, because I'm going to go to about 10. If you got any plus money props, bring them in. Okay, bring the plus money props in because this is the plus money prop trade. No negative props here. It's all plus money. Okay, I don't do minus 130, minus 140, minus 150. I don't do any of that. Okay, I look deep inside the plus money value train. Okay, that's what I find. Whatever it says to be plus money. Okay, and then I look at it. Okay, what I do is I take all the plus money bets. I have a spreadsheet. Okay, when these props come out, I'm looking on Wednesday. Okay, seeing what's out there, what the lines are about, who the over and unders, what's the high scoring game, what's the low scoring game. What's the quarterback changes, right? What are the injuries? Writing it all down. Okay, then I'm going by Thursday or Friday, look at those plus money props, seeing where they lie. Okay, what are the plus money props? Okay, and then say, you know what? No, attainable. No, don't like that one. Don't like this one. Okay, this is why. Back it up with my research or what I did for the game script for each individual game, and then I lock them in. Okay, then I lock them in, and that's why we're here. And then every day on Win Daily Sports, make sure you're following TikTok on Win Daily Sports too, because what I'll do is I'll give out one. I'll give out my lock of the day. I have 2 locks today. Okay. I give you out 1 or 2. Okay. And then we'll go to Discord room and then I'll drop them like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Right. Got to say that because I'm a hip hop guy. Shout out, by the way, Soul Train Music Awards, Escape. Okay. Escape. Oh my God. Unbelievable. But, I just saw that on YouTube. I'm a big R&B guy, so that related to me. That was back in the day, man. That was back in the day. But yeah, plus money props. Let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. That's what we're waiting for, right? That's what we're waiting for. All right. So here's my lock. One of my locks. Okay. One of my locks of the day. I don't like this round shit. Let me take this round stuff off. I don't like this round stuff. It's like I like that. It's too many colors sometimes, right? Too many colors. You got to get like I don't know. I don't want. Let's do that. There we go. We'll go there. Donovan Peoples Jones. Listen, this number, okay, is super low. Listen. I know everybody gonna talk about maybe weather, and people are gonna talk about it's gonna be rainy, could be a little windy. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay. I am not worried about that. What I'm looking at, okay, is I'm looking deep inside the numbers for Donovan Peoples Jones. Okay. Over 3.5 receptions for plus money is as much of a lock as you're ever going to see. Okay. 8 of 10. He's hit this number 8 of 10 games, people. 8 of 10 games. Look at just look at the volume that DPJ gives you. Okay. Look at the volume that DPJ, and it's home. Okay. It's home. Donovan Peoples Jones, 6, 9, 4, 6, 5. These are targets. He's been over 60 yards. Okay. He's been over 60 yards. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. He's at least giving you 4, more like 5 or 6 catches every game. 3.5. 3.5. DraftKings, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the plus money value right here for Donovan Peoples Jones. This, for me, is 100% a lock in my book. A lock in my book. I like this a lot. I love this number. Okay, I absolutely love this number. It's speaking to me. It's speaking to me, right? My man Jim checking in. He says, you like the Ravens today. You know what's interesting about this, Jim? Is the Ravens have really fallen off the face of the earth when it comes to Super Bowl contenders. And, in the sense that even though people are putting them up there, I don't know what's going on with Lamar Jackson. Don't know what's going on with that offense. Know there's been a lot of injuries. Even gets Mark Andrews back and still a very lackluster effort last week from Lamar. Listen, this is Jacksonville. It's sunny weather out there. Doug Peterson, Mr. Harbaugh, it's a Philly connection. But I do. I like Jacksonville in this game, man. I do. Listen, even though that Baltimore came in with Roquan Smith, who's an absolute stud, they're still hurting on the defensive side of the ball, especially in the secondary. And as you see in my plus money props, I really like Christian Kirk today. I like the offense in Jacksonville. I think they roll. I do. I think they put up a lot of points. That offense has to get figured out. In Baltimore for me. So that's the thing. Like their defense used to be able to shut everybody down. Like it was like a lockdown defense. You shut it down, you can win games 10-3, 10-7. Not no more. Not no more. So, this is predicated on Lamar Jackson being Lamar Jackson. And I don't think he's going to be able to be Lamar Jackson again today until they get that figured out. So I'm not comfortable with that game at all, to be honest with you. I don't again I don't like it. I mean personally, I mean that line it tells you something, man. -3.5. It tells you. I mean the over and under is 43, which means there's going to be some anything over 40 in me. Shows are going to be some points scored in that game. 43 is not a huge number, but I think it's more on the Jacksonville side, in my opinion. The funny thing is the money line bet's -190 for Baltimore, which is telling you that the books feel like Baltimore's going to win this game because you get a +160 on a money line for Jacksonville. But for me, I'm not sold on Jacksonville. Again, I'm not sold on Jacksonville. So for me, I go Ravens in that game 100%. So let's see. Well, exact. Rich checking in as always says, secondary for the Ravens is so injured. Exactly. Exactly. Which is why I love Christian Kirk. So lock of the day, lock it in. Donovan Peoples-Jones over 3.5 receptions for plus money. Again, this is the NFL plus money prop train. Again, I'm Tony Jigsaw Cotillo. Make sure you're following at Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're locking in at Win Daily Sports with the code word Win Big, right? You want to lock in with Win Big. I keep telling everybody right here, first free week, go to that code right there, Win Big. You get everything we have to offer. And not only that, make sure that you're getting into this free Discord room as well. It's a free invite. You get in there. There's people talking every single day. DFS, fantasy football, plus money props. Go to the final judgment room as well, where we just talk plus money props all day long. I just do plus money. That's my thing. Okay. NFL plus money prop train, NBA plus money prop train, MLB plus money prop train. Okay. All plus monies. That's what we do. So let's go back to another lot. This is going to be an interesting one. And I know not everybody's going to agree with this. Okay. I know not everybody's going to agree with this, but I'm going to go with the legend of Mike White. Okay. Listen, the New York Jets sit at 6-4 right now. And if Zach Wilson wasn't such a stiff, okay, they'd probably have at least 8 wins right now. That was a very winnable game they lost against New England last week. Very winnable game. Mike White comes in, and again, what's Mike White do? He's going to lock in. He's going to lock into the veteran receiver. Listen, no disrespect against Garrett Wilson, but he's going to lock into somebody, okay? And in my opinion, Mike White is going to lock. Listen, it's just the way I think. Again, some of these have extreme analytics behind them. Some of them are just strictly a gut feeling. Okay. And this, again, if you look at Corey Davis, okay, if you look again, he doesn't have an injury designation. He practiced fully all week. He's a talented receiver. Always has been, just couldn't stay healthy. Okay. I just look at even with Zach Wilson. Okay. Even with Zach Wilson, okay, in 4, 5, and 6, before he got injured, you're talking 14 targets, okay, from Zach Wilson, who stinks. Mike White can easily get him 4 to 5 targets. And he's at a 50% clip when it comes to target to catch ratio, which is if he gets 4, he's going to get 2. If he gets 5, he's going to get 3. Okay, so I fully expect Corey Davis to be involved today. Mike White, in my opinion, I really think that he'll be catching passes across the middle, okay? And again, he will lock in. Mike White will lock in on Corey Davis. So for me, this is, in my opinion, a lock for plus money. Corey Davis over 2.5 receptions at plus 100. So let's get into some more plus money bets, okay? I'm going to stick with this same game, okay? And like I tell everybody, I stick to plus money value. Doesn't matter who you are, linebacker, safety, kicker, punter, I don't care. If you give me plus money value, I'm going plus money value. And I'm going to go Greg Zuerlein in that same game. Yes, listen, yeah, I'm betting on the Jets. Okay, I'm betting on the Jets. I get it. Listen, low scoring game. Over and under is 38 and a half. Mike White can move the ball. He's going to be able to move the ball. Listen, me, Rich, Jason, Sia, any one of us can move the ball better than Zach Wilson right now. Okay? So Mike White is 100% an upgrade. 100% an upgrade. And this is going to be no chances taken as well. So remember that. So this is why I like this pick. Okay? Because Robert Saleh, who I absolutely love, okay, when he gets in between the 30 and the 20, you're going to see a lot of draw plays to Michael Carter. Okay, you're not going to see a lot of long passes. You're going to see a lot of draw plays to Michael Carter. And what's that going to do? It's going to give you the field goal attempts. Okay? It's going to give you the field goal attempts. It's as simple as that. All right. So when he gives you the field goal attempts, okay, that's when it leans toward Greg Zuerlein. Okay, that's when it leads toward Greg Zuerlein. So again, all he needs to get is two. That's it. All he needs to get is two. Highly attainable today to get two. Okay, to get two field goals. He's definitely going to get the attempts. No weather concerns out there. It's cloudy. It's not rainy. Big kick Greg, I think, can give you at least two field goals today. I really love this play specifically because of that. My man Rich says Greg can kick definitely. They're going to run a conservative game plan. Listen, they may let Mike White stretch it out a little bit because the Bears are very lackluster on defense, but he's still not. Listen, Saleh wants to get away with a win. This is a very winnable game. No Justin Fields. Very winnable game for Robert Saleh. He wants this win at home based on that debacle of last week. Okay, so he's going to do everything he can to be conservative enough to win this game. And again, this is just being a football guy. I'm a football guy. This is what I live and breathe. So over 1.5 field goals, it's plus money, man. Plus 100. I think you got to go. Okay, let's get back to the Jacksonville game. Okay, let's get back to the Jacksonville game. Another one I love. Another one I love. Okay, Jim asked earlier about the Ravens. Like Rich said, secondary ravaged. Okay, this is a Jacksonville offensive game to me. A lot of points scored in this game, in my opinion, from the offensive side. I do. I think this is a 3 touchdown day for Trevor Lawrence. 2 to 3 touchdowns. I think he stretches easily 2. I think he stretches it to 3. Christian Kirk being a recipient of one of them at least. Over 5.5 is it. Let me just tell you something. Over 5.5 is another gift. It's another gift. Okay. He's hit this number 3 or 4 times. He has 38 targets in 4 games. Okay. Just pull his numbers up. Okay. All you need to do is pull his numbers up and see all the people that said he was stealing money. Just see, okay. Take the Denver game out when he only had 3 catches, but he still had volume. He had 7 targets. I teach everybody who does this. It's volume. In NBA, I'm looking at minutes. In Major League Baseball, I'm looking at innings. Okay. In football, I'm looking at targets. This is how I do my plus money. Okay. This is way I look at it. Okay. And this dude right here is a target monster. He's a target monster. Okay. And not only that, he's a yard monster too. Okay. Except for week 9, where his average was only 9.5. Okay. We're talking about a 12.5 to 13 yards per catch average for Christian Kirk. Okay. He will patrol this field all day long in sunny Jacksonville, or maybe cloudy a little bit, partly sunny, whatever you want to say. Christian Kirk over 5.5. And I'm going to climb the ladder here. Okay. His last 2 games, he's hit this number. 3 out of 4, he's hit this number. Okay. 96 in week 7, 76 in week 9, 105 in week 10. I love the 75 plus for plus 170. And then maybe you throw an anytime touchdown in there as well. It's up to you. But for me, for plus money, whether you want to parlay the 2 together, whether you want to do single bets, I like over 5.5 for plus 125. And I love 75 plus for plus 170. It's all plus money, man. It's all plus money. Rich says, love Kirk this week. Lawrence targets him a lot. He does. He loves Christian Kirk, man. Don't give me the damn Zay Jones. I don't want to hear about that Zay Jones and Marvin Jones. Screw them, dude. Okay, maybe Evan Ingram gets some, but this is Christian Kirk territory, man. Christian Kirk is going to get the love this week, 100%. And you know who else is going to get some love? Okay, there's another one I'm climbing a ladder on. Isaiah Pacheco. Listen. We said this a few weeks ago before CEH was even hurt. We saw the beginning of the phase out period of CEH and insert Jerick McKinnon and then insert Isaiah Pacheco. Listen, I've told you before, and Rich, who keeps commenting in here, Rich is a Philly guy. Okay, Rich knows as well as I do. I've told everybody how I hope they listened. Okay, I told everybody in week one when we did these shows, whether it be Win Daily Sports, whether it be Fancy Firebox. Okay, I told everybody, listen, Andy Reid does not trust rookies in game one. He doesn't. See Brian Westbrook. See LaShawn McCoy. Okay. We all clamored for LaShawn McCoy to be in there from day one. We all clamor for B West to be in there from day one. But that's not Andy Reid's MO. He slowly brings these rookies, especially when you have a franchise quarterback like Patrick Mahomes that you need to protect, which means you need to be able to pick up blitz coverage. You need to be able to chip block. You need to be able to protect your quarterback. And he does not trust young rookies to do that right off the bat. And I said, by the end of the year, look out for Pacheco to be in there. And it's already week 12. And guess what? This started in week 10. Because again, Andy Reid started to trust the kid. Yes, he put the ball on the ground a few times. They'll work on that. But his pass protection has been fine. His pass coverage has been fine. His chip blocking has been fine, which is why Travis Kelce has been able to even be better this year because he doesn't have to stand in and chip block because Pacheco has been doing so well with it. Okay, so I like Pacheco this week, 75 plus rushes, okay, a rush yard for plus 190. Listen, the proof is in the numbers, okay? The proof is in the numbers. Let me just, there's no secret in the way I do this, okay? There's no secret at all, okay? Pacheco, 107 last week, 82 the week before. Okay, because he's got the volume, 15 plus attempts, this is good. Listen, this could be a 20 attempt night for Pacheco. I'm just letting you know that. Okay. I 18 to 20 for me for attempts in Isaiah Pacheco. Okay. I think 100% about a 5.5 yards per carry. The LA Rams just cannot stop the run, which is crazy. They just can't. This is not the LA Rams year. So I'm actually going to think about climbing a ladder here. Okay. I say this all the time. So if you want to get 75 plus is huge, very attainable, plus 190. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, that the rookie goes back-to-back 100-yard games, which I do, plus 500 is a huge value for Isaiah Pacheco, and his anytime touchdown is plus 105. So you can get plus money all across the board here on Pacheco for tonight, or today, later today, 4 o'clock. I love this play. 100%. I'm all in on Pacheco. I think that he climbs a ladder to 100 plus. I could see him getting about a $110 today on the ground because he's going to break off one or two big runs, about 20 or 30 in chunks, which is why I think he'll get it. But 75 plus, very attainable at plus 190. Very, very attainable. Rich says CEH's second guy. CEH is injured. Okay. I think he's out for 4 weeks now. And the Pacheco, it happened before. I mean, CH is on IR, a minimum of 4 games. So he's probably not back this season. And we're already phasing him out. It's McKinnon, coming in right off the shoot at number 2, which is, he's going to get some runs here and there. But at the same time, they're going to lean on a rookie. Now, Jim says, any interest in Chargers point spread? So what is that? Let me see that, Jim, because I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a huge point spread guy. Okay. I will tell you that. So right now you got Chargers at -3 against Arizona, and Arizona just stinks. They do, man. Kyler Murray back today. I think the Chargers are turning a corner. I know they're not Mike Williams today, but Keenan Allen came back last week. They're giving 3, and I get it that, they have to deal with J.J. Watt. Budda Baker is an absolute beast in the secondary, but I don't think the Chargers have any problem with this. Giving 3, I don't have an issue with that. at all. I think they win by a touchdown and probably 10 points. I like the Chargers today in a game. I'll say honestly, Jim, like a 28-20 game, 28-21, possibly 28-17. I think the Chargers get 28. And I'll tell you why. Let me see. Right now, I'm looking at these spreads. So Justin Herbert hey Jim. Just and again, I'm not a. I'm going to be honest with you. I do prop betting. I love props. I do DFS. I do fantasy. Not a huge numbers guy when it talks about game spreads. That's my man Mark Drumheller. That's my man Dave Gleckner. Check them out. They are the man when it comes to point spreads. But I will say this: the over and under for passing touchdowns for Justin Herbert, okay, is over 1.5. It's minus 185. Minus 185. And they're giving you plus 135 for the under, which means he's every bit of throwing for 2 touchdowns a day. They already know that. The books already know that. So I think today he throws for at least 2 and they run 2 in 2 or 3-1. I think this is a 4 touchdown day for LA, and I don't think that the Cardinals can beef up the 4 TDs. I don't. I just think something's off on that team. So I do like that spread. I do like that spread. I would take that. Take that in a heartbeat. Let's go some 4+ money. I told you the Pacheco touchdown plus 100. We got about 5 minutes left. Let's get a little crazy in a minute. Okay, but I got some more plus money. I like this is a Rachaad White season. Rachaad White, I told everybody, even told my son when he drafted Leonard Fournette. Fournette is not going to last the season. I'm telling you right now, he will not last the season. He will get hurt or he will get tired, and Rachaad White will be that guy. He is James White for Tom Brady. I'm telling you right now, he's James White for Tom Brady. So lock this number in. I know he hasn't really hit this number. I get it. Don't be afraid, people. Don't be afraid of this number. This is the evolution of James White in Tampa Bay. That's what this is. This is the evolution of James White in Tampa Bay coming in as Rachaad White. Over 3.5 to me is not a tough number at all. This is a 6-7 catch against the Browns. Again, the Browns have a really good front line. Clowney wrecking havoc. Okay, up there, they have a really good front defensive line. Let's not make any mistake about that. And Tom Brady hasn't been, again, unbelievable elite this year. Okay, he's going to love to check down a lot today because of that pass rush, because Tom Brady does not want to get hurt. So not only are they going to run a lot with Rachaad White, they're going to pass it a flat to Rachaad White. And I could definitely see some screen passes as well to Rachaad White. So to get 4 to 5 catches to me is no issue whatsoever. And this is plus money. Like I said, Rachaad White over 3.5 receptions. Then we're going to go to the Houston game. Houston and Miami. This could be a lock to me. Okay. I already mentioned the locks about Corey Davis and Donovan Peoples-Jones. This to me could be another lock. Over 3.5 receptions for plus money. It's only plus 100. Doesn't matter. Plus money for Nico Collins. Kyle Allen steps in as the quarterback. Listen, threw 17 touchdowns for 3,300 yards for the Carolina Panthers in 2019. He also threw 16 picks, but I don't care about picks when we talk about plus money. I'm talking about plus money bets, okay? Which means I know he can sling it, okay? I know he can sling it. And Nico Collins has slowly, again, 17 targets in 2 weeks, 10 catches in 2 weeks. People, wake up. Nico Collins is that guy. He is that dude. Okay, I'm telling you right now, he's that dude. He's easily getting 5 catches today. This is going to be some of the easiest money that you will make. And you know what? On top, this is what we got to do. We got to do for this. Okay, this is what I got to throw this because it's going to be a first time ever. Okay, it's going to be a first time ever. We got 3 locks on this show. Okay, we're doing another lock with Nico Collins, not the anytime touchdown. That's a bonus plus 370. Okay, but the lock is the Nico Collins over 3.5 receptions for plus 100. Again, this is a time when you start to see these players evolve. Okay, second half of the year, towards the end, quarterback change. He's not locking in the Brandon Cooks. I'm telling you right now, he's going to lock in a possession guy, which is Nico Collins. That's what Kyle Allen's going to do. He will go over the top a couple times, but Nico Collins is going to be that guy that he trusts a lot. He likes those bigger receivers. I'm telling you now, just trust me on this one. Nico Collins over 3.5. When has Jigsaw done you wrong, man? When I don't do you wrong. So come on. Plus money prop train. Nico Collins over 3.5 receptions. And again, listen, I keep saying it again. Make sure you get your first free week, windailysports.com. There's the code right there. Just go to that link, hit win big. When you go to sign up, it gives you your first free week. Optimizers, okay, prop models, projection models, articles, all kinds of stuff for every single sport. And again, it's fine on a new one. And like I tell everybody, like it's not always about hitting $30,000 tickets. It's about being consistent. And that's what we do here on the team. We're very consistent. Okay. Make sure you drop in to the Discord room as well, which is free. Be more plus money props. Okay. I'll be dropping Sunday Night Football plus money props. Okay. NBA plus money props. All about plus money props. That's what we do at Win Daily Sports. Exactly. My man Rich says, get on board the train. I am your conductor right here, Judge Jigsaw. So make sure you're checking out the Final Judgment as well, which is my own show on my own page, because I do things, a lot of interviews, I do post game shows. It's fun. We bring a lot of different flavor to the mix. So let's get a couple more plus money bets. I'm going to go Jalen Waddle in that same game. Okay, over 5.5 again, plus 100. I think this is a really good play. Everybody's a lock in. When I see the over 7.5 for Tyreek Hill. Again, that's a big number for me. I like the Jalen Waddle underneath play. As long as this game isn't a blowout, I think this is going to be more of a possession style offense to open up the big plays, which will obviously be Jalen Waddle. But again, over 5.5, very attainable to get 6 catches. I like that. Let's go a couple, not crazy. I don't think this one's crazy, but I like the anytime touchdown. I don't do the obvious, people. Just so you know, I don't do the obvious touchdowns. I like Njoku touchdown at plus 400. He's back. He's healthy. He came back last week. He's every bit of the number 2 receiver on this team, even though Donovan Peoples-Jones is getting the target share. Okay, he'll continue to they go 3 deep on this team, man. They go 3 deep. So I really like that. And let's go with a jigsaw crazy touchdown. I did this about 7 weeks ago. It didn't hit. Then I didn't do it last week, and it hit. I'm going to do it again this week. We're going to go with the legend, Alex Engel, touchdown, plus 800 from Miami, the fullback for the Miami Dolphins. Okay? And here's why. There's no Raheem Mostert today. This is the Jeff Wilson show. And everybody's in on Jeff Wilson. Everybody, minus 220 for any touchdown. Ain't even no damn volume in that. Okay? There's not even no value. There's zero. Minus 220. They'll put me out of business if I'm giving those bets out. Okay, Alex Engel plus 800 touchdown. They're going to have multiple goal line opportunities, and they're going to fake on one of them. And it's going to be, I'm telling you, Alex Engel today, plus 800 touchdown. Lock it up for real. Let's see who we got checking in. We got Njoku gets targets in the red zone. Absolutely, Rich. 100%. 100%. So let's go through this one more time before we get out of here. Again, make sure you're following Win Daily Sports, okay, on all social formats. Make sure you're hitting the subscription button on this show. Coming up at 11 o'clock, my man Nick, both Nicks, okay, probably Gleck, okay, you might have some special appearances on that show. The DFS Lock Show, pre-lock at 11 o'clock, coming up at 11 o'clock. You got about an hour to put these bets in. Okay, put these bets in. Bobby says, do you suggest parlays or straight up bets? Here's what I will say, Bobby. I will say this because I get asked this question a lot. Parlays are the hardest things ever to hit. And I actually was given some tips on this during Thanksgiving. I had some family over and I hit on a bunch of bets. CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott, Justin Jefferson. And I try to explain to everybody, what you want to do is you want to make sure, okay, that if you're going to do a parlay, it's fine. 3 legs, 4 is a lot, okay? So, sometimes you get a combo with 2, maybe you do a 3, maybe you do a 4. But I would suggest to back them up in a single bet, so whatever you put on the parlay. So at least you possibly could break even, okay? For instance, if you do a parlay, okay, of say right now, here you go. I'll give you for instance, because I did put Pacheco in here. And again, this is just one guy, okay, or Christian Kirk. All right, let's go by this, Bobby. So here's Christian Kirk over 5.5 receptions. Then we have him for 75 plus yards. And this is just a same guy parlay, right? I know what you're saying, different guys. So again, this is, when we talk about single players, this is what I do. Even if you're doing teams, okay, I will bet each one of those individual bets the same way. Okay, so at least because I'm really set, like I love this play. Okay, I really do. But if I parlay this, even with the anytime touchdown for plus 370, okay, what I could do is if I do a single bet on all three of them and only do like maybe, half units, then what happens is even if one of them hit, I come out ahead or I break even, right? And then if two out of three hit, I come out ahead, right? And then if the parlay hits a bonus. So use the parlays, okay, and back them up with your single bets. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you is, you want to make sure that you back them up because then you can get your bankroll back, right? You don't want to just throw the parlays out there because they're very, very hard to hit. That's what I do. That's my opinion. I would back them up with single bets. Back them up with single bets. And you could listen, you could bet and let's just do dollar for the hell of it, right? So say you do a $10 parlay, okay, and maybe you do two single bets for $5 for, if it's a 2-leg parlay, right? Or even if it's a 3-leg parlay, maybe you do 2 5s and then the anytime touchdown, you only do like a $2 unit, right? And then you sit there and you're like, okay, well, if one of those hits, that 5 gives me double. Okay. So that 5 gives me double. So I'm back up to 10. I get my $10 back that I put on the parlay. And right now I'm only off $7. Okay. So if one of those other single bets hit, I'm in a plus. So that you gotta back them up. You gotta back them up. Don't just do parlays. Do your parlays, back them up with single bets. That's my advice. 100%. And thanks for checking in, Bobby. As always, thanks for checking in. Make sure you're following the show at Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're following us at windailysports.com. Okay. Make sure you're hopping in the free Discord room. You got it right there. It's very easy. Copy and paste that link, or actually it's in the description. You can just click on it. Boom. It'll take you right to it. Make sure you're following a final judgment room as well. Okay. Because I want to make sure I get everybody in the plus money prop train, and make sure you're following all the rooms for that matter. Because everybody's in there dropping all kinds of knowledge. And make sure you get your first free week right here at windailysports.com. Win big internet. It's only $5.99 a week, people. I'm just telling you. I wouldn't bullshit you, man. There's a ton of stuff there for $5 and $6 a week. And I know economic times are rough. I get it. Okay. But I'm not telling you you're gonna, for $6 a week, you're going to hit for $100,000. I'm telling you that you'll get consistent knowledge that'll be able to give you consistent winnings every week to, in my opinion, no reason why you wouldn't break even. If you follow the trains, okay, and you follow the script and the optimizers and the projection models, and you don't bet over your head, you're going to have fun and you're going to be profitable. I'm going to tell you that right now. You 100% are going to be profitable. So let's get in. We're going to review. Okay. I said I was going to go to 10. It's 10. Let's go to lock of the day. Donovan Peoples-Jones over 3.5 reception plus 110. Let's get another lock for the New York Jets. Corey Davis coming back off an injury over Mike White's boy over 2.5 for plus 100. And then another lock, Nico Collins over 3.5 receptions for plus 100. Then let's go Rachaad White season over 3.5 receptions plus 120. A lot of plays in the flat today. James White is reborn in Tampa Bay. We're going to go to New York Jets game. Greg Zuerlein over 1.5 field goals made plus 100 in a very conservative game script. I wouldn't be shocked that they don't hit that in the first half. And then we're going to go Christian Kirk all out assault through the air for Jacksonville over 5.5 for plus 125. And then let's go 75 plus on the receiving yards for plus 170. And then we're going to go with my man Isaiah Pacheco, 75 plus for plus 190, and maybe climb the ladder at 100 plus for plus 500. He could get 110 today. I can feel it. You could lock him in with the plus money touchdown at plus 100. David Njoku plus 400 for the touchdown for Cleveland. And let's finger it out with a jigsaw crazy anytime. Alex Ingold touchdown plus 800 for Miami. No Raheem Mostert. Okay, somebody else is going to get a goal line carry, and one of those carries is going to go to my man Alex Ingold. So I want you guys to make sure, if you're following Win Daily Sports, okay, you're following me at T Cotillo 23, at Judge Jigsaw on Twitter. Make sure you're following me. I want you to hit me up when he scores and he's doing the gritty in the end zone, and you say, damn, I can't believe plus 800. Man, thanks, Jigsaw. You just made my day. As always, man, this is Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're following us. I showed you where to get the Win Big first free week. Make sure you're following Discord. Make sure you're tuning in at 11 a.m. for the pre-lock show coming up with Nick and possibly Gleck and maybe some special appearances. You'll see us in the comments. All your DFS value plays, your stacks, your low ownership values, the weather reports, the injury reports, last minute lock reports. You got to lock it in. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you back here next time.